Okay folks, we are going to talk about using filters. I know I referred to this poster at the beginning of the school year, but filters are going to allow us to get a greater amount of contrast in our photographs. So you can see in this image, and I know it's a little bit shiny, but the higher the number of filter, the more contrast you're going to get. So I'm going to show you how to use these filters. We're gonna walk over into this first cabinet. Okay, notice that it says filters. Right in here, you will see all the boxes of filters. Okay, notice that they are in number order. That's how I try to keep track of them. And yes, I know there are a couple of duplicates that we recently found, but you are going to grab a box, which I already did. You're going to come over here to the clipboard, and it may look a little bit different than this, but I would sign out that this is number 10. And I would write my name, Mrs. Jones. Okay. And then when I return it, I'm going to have to make a check mark that I have turned it back in. Okay. So a couple of things that I want to show you with the filters is inside you are going to find this kind of tabbed folder, and that you see all these different numbers at the top. And again, they're kind of old, beat up. You can see this one is missing. Okay. The greater the number, the greater the contrast, and you will basically just forget about these ones for a while. I always want you to start with the number 3. Okay. And the other thing I want you to notice is that all of the filters are labeled with the correct set number. So don't just haphazardly put them back in a boxed set that they do not belong to. So make sure you're being intentional. These are very hard to see in the darkroom, so make sure that you're keeping track of them. And notice this is number 3, and this is a part of set 10, okay? One thing that you want to do is in the light, you can kind of see how this filter is catching the light. You want to make sure that you're working with a clean filter, okay? If there are any smudges or chemical stains or smears that you want to get rid of, typically we will have some glass cleaner sitting out here on the counter, and you can just use that with paper towel. Okay. The other thing that I would encourage you to look at your filters for is sometimes you can see some of these little scratches where the coating of the film has kind of come off. You just want to be careful about not using maybe that part of the filter, because that mark could show up on your print. Okay. And some are a little bit better than others. We tried to go through and get rid of the really nasty filters that are really scratched, but this one you can see has some chemical marks on it. You can see it better over the white paper that you would want to go ahead and get rid of. So I just wanted to show you that. I always start with a number 3 and work my way up. Do not even worry about anything below a 3 right now.